Here's a little update. Here's the pieces are starting to go back on. There's the back plate. The clutch underneath it is put back together. And what I liked when I push the pedal down. So far, no noise. Pretty cool. Looks a little dirty because the tarp is pretty dirty. I wanted to protect it from the rain. Still got to paint these bolts. I put the plates all back together so I can put the axle back on. But before I start putting anything else on this on the frame, I want to flip it over and do the rest of the underneath the frame stuff, so that won't be a pain later on. I forget if I showed you the transmission, but here it is. That's also dirty from the tarp, and I guess the tarp leaked a bit. That pulley's repainted, and so are the brackets. The engine is still just the engine right now. I'm very close to getting done with the painted pieces. This still needs another coat. That's the front mounting bracket for the mower deck. Here's a couple pieces for the mower deck. They're pretty much dry now. I think this one still needs one more coat because it's still kind of rusty here. I didn't bother trying to scrape any pitted stuff. Like, I don't get rid of these pits. It's just not worth the time. The hood still sits as it is. I'm going to take that apart soon because I still want to try and retrofit that lens in there. So I just sacrificed this lens because this is just basically a sacrifice tractor anymore, because I use it for testing paint and pretty much anything else. I got a different spray paint. It's just a little different. This is the aluminum paint with a clear coat on it. And it doesn't quite match. This one is called silver metallic. It's not the same exact thing, but it's pretty close. So it's probably as good as it's going to match. I already used it on this wheel. It's a little dirty because I don't know, it's been sitting with the face up for like a day. Other than that, I had it in there. But yeah, that's probably as good as that's gonna look. That's with several coats of silver and the 3 coats of clear coat. Here's the spindles to the mower deck. This one's perfectly fine and it spins freely. Pretty good. Here's the other one. This one not so much, and I actually broke one of the bolts trying to get it out. So I had to use helicoil, and I wound up having too small of a thread, so I had to improvise. It doesn't quite go in straight, but hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. It'll hold it completely down at least. There's the other junk still in there. That's slowly being painted piece by piece still. Foot parts are starting to make their way back onto the tractor. Here's the other back wheel with 2 coats of silver. I'm probably going to put one more coat on when this... Actually, I should do that right about now. But when it starts getting tacky enough... Oh, dude, that dried already. I guess I'll put another coat of silver on. And here's the deck. Still got to put another coat or 2 on here. I ran out of black, so I'm going to have to go get some more. Or use the stuff I have here that I wasn't supposed to use. This looks pretty good now, except that spot, the paint doesn't quite want to stick to it. So I guess what I can do is I can try and grind that to bare metal so it'll stick better. I feel kind of bad because this isn't really professional, considering that I haven't really stripped it down to bare metal and I didn't use primer, so this paint might not last long, but lesson will be learned if that's the case. Not sure what else there is to show right now. The fenders are on the deck there. I'm gonna sand that down a little more and get some dirt off, and then I'll start taping it up and getting it ready for paint. I'm not really gonna paint the silver parts straight away, except for these wheels, because I still want to get the frame back together. I still have black parts that have to be finished. Lots of them. Let's go see. This video is probably getting boring by this point, but it's more or less of a log of what I'm doing. And I will admit it's pretty silly having this kind of playful thing, but it's been around forever, and we're just not kids anymore, but we haven't taken anything down. So don't judge. It's making good use so far. Here's the dash. I'm going to try and clean that off real good. I'm not really going to do anything else with that except maybe try to get this, the decal back on a little better. Gas tank needs to be cleaned, and this has to be actually repainted too. I gotta get that off. The steering wheel, here's the electrical systems, all the wiring. I forgot about them. These things. Oh, they're greasy. There's the engine pulley. I'm probably gonna try and strip that to bare metal and then just clear coat it. I don't want to do anything special for it. No silver, no black. I just want a shiny metal pulley. There's the other black parts that I have. Some more over here. There's the spindles, like you've seen in the previous video probably. Oh, the solenoid. That solenoid has to be cleaned off. Not really sure what else. Oh yeah, the mower deck brackets. It's getting to a point where it's getting too much of too tiring to work on, because it's not really getting much farther as the mower deck pieces. There's the hitch, which isn't being used for towing anything, but it's still going to be put back on. No, I guess that's it. I gotta think of what else I'm going to be doing. I guess first things first is really getting all the underneath the frame parts finished. And even so, I'm probably going to forget something. Whatever. I guess that'll be it for this video, unless I get more done today. Then it'll be another one for the day. Later.